My furnishings are red, and that is very much deliberate.
We are the Gooners, the New York Gooners. We are the best saints in creation. And when we cheer up, we love it Arsenal. They can hear us in Islington.
My name is Laura Howard, and I'm an Arsenal fan. My love for Arsenal, it began on the 23rd of April 1966. That was the day I was born. My dad actually didn't make it to the hospital because he was seeing Arsenal. And Arsenal were playing North London, and I was born in South London. And that was the day I became an Arsenal fan. My most memorable Arsenal moment was actually, sadly, a day I wasn't there. It was May 26, 1989. Friday night, last game of the season. We had to travel to Anfield, and we had to win by 2 goals. And we did it in the 90th minute with a Mickey Thomas amazing goal. My favourite player of all time is David Rocky Rocastle. Saw him coming up from the junior Arsenal team, was an Arsenal fan himself, and came up through the youth academy, became an England player, played for the Arsenal first team, and he mesmerised you on the ball. And he was years before his time. And unfortunately, he died of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma back in 2001. But every year we do our Rocky Remembered, and we have a lot of fun singing his name. Being an Arsenal fan, coming to the United States in 1998 was very tough for me. Back then, you didn't have the internet, you didn't have the social media. Soccer, as it's known here in the States, football was not on the TV so much. My telephone bill was huge, calling my dad, who is also a huge Arsenal fan, finding out the results and how they played. Back in January, I flew, this year for the last season, I flew on a Friday night, landed Saturday morning, and watched the game on Sunday. Unfortunately, we lost, and then flew home Monday morning. That's pretty hardcore. I moved to New York City actually just 2 years ago, and then I was checking out on Facebook one day. That's when I found out about the New York City Arsenal Supporters through Arsenal America, and that's where I met the guys at our now Arsenal pub, which I defy anybody who comes over from England to even tell me it's not like being in a proper Arsenal pub back in England. It's great. The one thing that I say to all of my friends back in England is if ever you're going to visit New York and you're visiting during the football season time, you have to come to our proper Arsenal pub where all the New York City Arsenal supporters gather for every single game, and it's fantastic. Manhattan, the Blind Pig, and New York City that day, every game day is red and white.